The morning after the rainy walk felt strangely different for both Anita and Tobi. At school, Anita found herself scanning the crowd subconsciously, looking for him. When she finally spotted his messy hair bouncing as he joked with his friends, her stomach did a small, unfamiliar flip. She tried to compose herself, straightening her badge unnecessarily, but her fingers trembled slightly. When Tobi saw her, he didn't flash his usual loud grin. Instead, he gave her a soft smile, quiet, warm, meant only for her. It startled her more than any joke he'd ever cracked. Later, during break time, Tobi found her sitting alone under the shade of a mango tree, scribbling into her notebook. "You always look like you're plotting warfare," he teased as he sat beside her. She sighed but didn't move away. "I'm writing my schedule," she replied. "I need to fit everything." Tobi gently took the notebook from her hands. "You need to fit in rest too," he said softly. Anita blinked, surprised by his sudden seriousness. For the first time, she felt someone genuinely cared about the weight she carried. And without warning, it made her chest ache in a new, confusing way. That evening at the restaurant, Anita walked faster than usual, hoping to finish early. She didn't expect Tobi to show up again, but there he was, leaning against the doorway, waving at her like they were meeting for a date. "Why are you here?" she asked, shaking her head. "To help," he said. "And to annoy you." She rolled her eyes, but the small smile tugging at her lips betrayed her. As they walked, something shifted. Their movements synced naturally, their laughter blending with the clatter of dishes. At one point, the power flickered, plunging the kitchen into near darkness. Anita gasped, but Tobi instantly stepped closer, holding up his phone flashlight. Their faces glowed softly in the bright circle of light, close enough for her to feel his warm breath. "See," he murmured. "You're safe." Anita swallowed hard. Nobody had ever said that to her before. The next day at school was chaos as usual, but Anita noticed something odd: Tobi was avoiding her. During morning assembly, he didn't look her way. In class, he didn't tease her. During break, he wasn't anywhere near the mango tree. It bothered her more than she expected. By lunchtime, she couldn't take it anymore. She marched up to him outside the library. "Why are you acting strange?" she demanded. Tobi avoided eye contact. "I don't want rumors to make things harder for you," he muttered. Anita's anger flared, but underneath it was fear of losing the one person who saw her differently. "Tobi," she said softly, "I choose who I talk to." His eyes lifted slowly to meet hers. "Are you sure?" he whispered. Their gazes locked, and for a moment, the entire school faded. The world narrowed to just the two of them. A new problem hit Anita later that week. Her mother's medication bill increased unexpectedly. She stared at the pharmacy receipt with trembling hands. The amount was far more than she earned in a week of night shifts. Panic surged through her. If she didn't pay soon, her mother's condition could worsen. The weight of responsibility crashed down on her shoulders all at once. That night at the restaurant, she was quiet and distracted. Tobi noticed immediately. "Talk to me," he said. Anita shook her head, eyes burning. "I can't. You won't understand." Tobi didn't argue. He simply stepped beside her, gently taking the heavy paw she was struggling with. "I don't need to understand everything," he whispered. "I just need to be here." And for the first time, Anita felt something crack open inside her, an ache she had fought to suppress for years. The following day, Anita didn't show up to school. Tobi sensed something was wrong. He left after classes and went straight to her house. Her small compound was quiet, the gate slightly open. He knocked gently. After a moment, Anita appeared, her eyes swollen. She looked smaller somehow, fragile. "Tobi, what are you doing here?" she whispered. "Checking on you," he replied softly. Inside, he found her mother lying weakly on a thin mattress. Anita sat beside her, holding her hand. The room smelled faintly of herbs and candle wax. Tobi lowered his voice. "Why didn't you tell me?" Anita stared at the floor. "Because I can't afford to fall apart," she murmured. "If I break, everything breaks." Tobi reached out and took her hand. She flinched at first, then slowly relaxed. "You don't have to break alone," he whispered. Tobi stayed longer than he intended, helping Anita clean the house, organize her mother's medicine, and fetch water from the community tap. Anita watched him quietly as he walked. She'd never seen him serious for this long. The boy who joked through life was suddenly reliable, steady, light in human form. When he finished, he wiped sweat from his brow. "See, I'm useful sometimes," he joked weakly. Anita smiled, a soft, tired smile that reached her eyes. Before leaving, Tobi placed something on her table. A small envelope. Anita frowned. "What's this?" "Just something small," he said. "Open it later." After he left, she sat down and opened the envelope. Inside were clean, folded Naira notes, money he must have saved for weeks. A tear slipped down her cheek. She clutched the envelope to her chest. No one had ever done something so selfless for her. The next morning, Anita came to school early. She found Tobi leaning against the classroom wall, pretending to doze. She approached quietly. When he opened his eyes and saw her, he straightened instantly. "You okay?" he asked. Anita nodded, then held out the envelope. "I can't take this," she whispered. He pushed her hand back gently. "It's not charity. It's support." The way he said it made her throat tighten. Before she could argue again, the bell rang. Students flooded the hallway. Anita tucked the envelope into her bag, not ready to give it back. As they walked to class side by side, whispers trailed behind them. But this time, Anita didn't care. She felt stronger, with Tobi beside her, she felt unbreakable. During their math session after school, Tobi struggled with equations again, but Anita wasn't strict this time. She leaned closer, guiding his hand as he wrote. Their hands brushed, and Tobi froze. Anita didn't pull away. Instead, she glanced up at him, her eyes soft and searching. "You're improving," she murmured. Tobi swallowed hard. "Only because of my amazing teacher," he replied, voice slightly shaky. Their closeness made the air feel charged. The room was silent except for the scribble of pencils and the distant chatter of other students. For the first time, Tobi didn't crack a single joke. He watched her with a quiet tenderness that made her heart race. Something was changing, growing, between them, and neither knew how to stop it even if they wanted to. Later that week, the restaurant was unusually crowded. Anita and Tobi walked side by side in frantic rhythm. Toward the end of the night, as they scrubbed the last dishes, the boss approached them. "You two work well together," he said warmly. "Like twins." Tobi laughed, but Anita's cheeks flushed. She looked away quickly, but Tobi caught it and smirked. "So, prefect, we are twins now." She elbowed him playfully. After closing, they stepped outside into the cool night breeze. Fireflies sparkled in the darkness like floating stars. Anita breathed deeply, feeling peaceful despite the exhaustion. Tobi turned to her. "You know, I like this," he said softly. "Walking with you. Being around you." Anita's heart thudded. She didn't answer, but she didn't need to. Her silence was full of meaning. Sunday evening was warm and quiet. Anita sat outside her house, legs stretched out, enjoying a rare calm moment. Suddenly, she heard footsteps. Tobi appeared with a plastic bag. "Food delivery," he said with a grin. Inside were fried rice and chicken, her favorite. "Tobi, you didn't have to," she whispered. "I know," he replied. "But I wanted to." They ate together on the veranda, laughing softly under the fading sunset. When the sky darkened, Tobi glanced at her, his expression unusually serious. "Anita, can I tell you something?" he asked. She nodded slowly. His voice dropped to a gentle whisper. "When I'm with you, everything feels right. Like the world finally makes sense." Anita's breath caught. The air between them thickened with emotion. And in that quiet moment, she realized something terrifying and beautiful: she was falling for him.